Get it. Battle me if you dare. Smooth operator, don't innovator. Like a MC, beware. Smooth operator, don't innovator. I swear, throw your hands up. Smooth operator, don't innovator. Smooth operator, don't innovator. Hands up, big man. Smooth operator, don't innovator.
Hey, who'd you talk to? What's going on? It is me, Mike Lepre, King Mike L. This is legit Paranormal Vacation Planners. If you're watching us live, you can follow along with me on the bottom of the screen from left to right. Legit Paranormal Vacation Planners, brought to you by legitpodcast.com. It is Monday night. It's 8:06. Feels like 10:06. Who's ever in charge of the whole hour change thing, I thought they were getting rid of it. And then someone says, no, wait, there's one more. And then someone says, wait, no, there's just one more year. Just get rid of it. Like, I can't come home at 4 and it's dark. Come on now, guy. It can be dark in the morning, for Christ's sakes. It is 11/7/2022, right? So I get, I don't know, buddy. What do you get? 2, 6, 7 minus that. I don't know. I get nothing. But I tell you what I do get. Powerball is $1.9 billion. $1.9 billion. That's stupid monopoly money. But when I do think of money, I think of buddy, money. There, the ace of beers. How are we tonight, buddy?
How you doing, Mike? I'm doing very good myself. I was just taking a look out in the backyard there. The loons are flying. The fish are jumping out of the water. I'm very excited. It's another edition of another Vacation Planner show. And when I think about vacations, Mike, and being on vacation, I think about drinking delicious, tropical flavored, absolutely beautifully crafted beers. No, it's not Line Cider Brewery. Oh my God, that's so good. It's not Line Cider Brewery, it's Six Pack Brewing. It's Timmy, which you may find soon under a new label, Legit Paranormal Brew. So I'm drinking what's going to become Legit Paranormal Brew out of Line Cider Brewing Cup, which is just another legit surprise on the way.
Buddy.
Oh, Mike, it's so good.
The 1 to 2 minutes of time that you take in your intro is starting to become like Teen Bop magazine type thing. Like
you like it?
Well, yeah, I do and I don't. I don't know if those are your type of sunglasses.
Brings it back to the 1980s, Mike.
Oh,
and New Kids on the Block, if you will.
You know what? Speaking of New Kids on the Block, and someone that would say black. Pixie Dodge. Pixie, how are we?
I don't even know how to do that introduction. Like, buddy, that was just spot on. I was trying to figure out how I could top that, but I couldn't.
That was the thing. There was no following that. That was the worst part about what he did. But, however, though, you know, I gotta be honest. Just what's the way that people have been saying? Like, everyone's been saying full disclosure. Have you guys watched that? Like the YouTube compilation of people just using that term. Like, for no reason. Be like, look,
this is a very good beer.
As if like, what the fuck? Anyways, full disclosure. Biggsy, that was an incredible song. Wicked Pisser. Oh my God, you were incredible on that tune. The vocals were just
spot on, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you.
How'd you pull that off? How'd you pull that off?
You know, years of practice. Just years of practice.
All right, yes. Well, that's what it takes. That's what it takes to be great, right?
Exactly. kept on saying wicked pissa just over and over again. It was practice.
Sometimes that's all you got to say. You know what I mean? If you feel the
Yep.
music. See, buddy, that's what you don't get. Musicians get. See, she gets that. Sometimes wicked piss is enough. You know what I mean?
Wicked pizza.
Yeah. Like My Sharona. That's all you had to say, basically. That's it. That's a song.
I love that song. My Sharona is such a great song.
Do you really? How about Louie Louie? Do you like that one? You never liked Louie Louie? That's one. Louie Louie.
I mean, it's like when I like what's that movie? Animal House. Like maybe like stuff like that, but I don't know. It's like that kind of a song.
That was a big song because they thought they were saying swear words at the time. It was a big to do. Actually, Dean Martin was actually considered too violent for radio at one point, and was taken off the radio for "Ain't That a Kick in the Head." Wow. That's not a joke. Imagine that if you think about how bad they were back then.
Wow.
Ain't that a kick in the head? They're like too violent. They would trying to take it off radio stations. Dean.
Now they talk about getting hoes and money and drugs, and no big deal.
No biggie.
No big deal. That's the norm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but all right. The gangster rap I grew up on, I try to compare it to what the rap, like the gangster rap version of what they would consider that now. Here's the biggest difference. Back in my day, it seemed like everybody wanted to drink a 40, make their car go up and down, and have a street party. Now it seems like everybody wants to have different colored hair, be their own individual, and look like they're about to pass out from drugs while they rap.
Yeah.
Would you agree? I'm kind of on the nose with this. I think maybe not. You don't think they sound like that?
I don't listen to rap, so
I don't listen to rap either, Mike.
You're a country music person?
No, classic rock.
All right, classic rock. Yeah, because I like some country. I just don't like the newest ones. Buddy, C. Beanie's not going to be with us tonight. She's on assignment.
Special assignment.
It's a special assignment. Yeah, I don't.
It was just the three of us.
Yeah, no, it was actually so special. Yeah, that it's unknown.
Top secret.
Unknown. We don't know where she's at. She's in a foreign location. She's going to gather some info. She's going to come back twice as hot next week.
I know she's coming back. Yeah, definitely next week. Be great if she came back in like a superhero costume.
Yeah, whatever.
Buddy, as far as vacations, now would be a perfect time for me to want to go on vacation. And I'll tell you why. It's abnormally warm in the Northeast, right? Right now, it's ridiculously warm. It was like so beautiful today. Yeah. Oh God.
Tomorrow, not so much, but today
it's New England. Oh, what are you gonna do? But it's still my type of weather because I don't mind staying in the hotel. I don't want to have to go outside and sweat. I'm not a big fan of that kind of stuff. Does that make sense? Right. Yeah, right. So, where are we trying to? Let me rephrase that. Make me self confident. Where are we selling vacations tonight, buddy? Where are we sending people on vacation?
Well, Mike, originally we had planned to do like a Halloween special, but people had to like pass out candy and do Halloween type stuff, so we didn't have a show that night. So we just took that night's special and we just bumped it up to this week. So this week, like Halloween, we're traveling back to Salem, Massachusetts, because Salem is loaded with lovely hotels, restaurants, and things to do. This time of year, especially. It's so popular this time of year too. So,
hey, buddy.
Yeah.
What did you take? Where can I get some of that? You are wired up, my friend. Holy cow, you're animated. What are you on, an infomercial? I mean, you're really doing a good job.
I've been reading about lifespan development and psychology for the last 3 hours, so I got a little bit of energy, Mike, in me.
After I threatened your job, you know what it was? After I threatened your job because you couldn't control the other two, I think we had a nice moment where you understood what I needed from you, and I think you're stepping up to the plate. I thank you for that. Mike. Thanks. So, Bigsy, what do you know about where we're going this week?
It's witchy.
Okay. Okay. I'll take that witchy. So now we're staying in the Northeast. I would take it then, buddy. Tell me where we're going.
Like I said, Mike, Salem, Massachusetts. It's a short drive for us. It's about an hour and a half. For Bigsy, probably like half hour, 40, maybe 40 minutes, maybe not even.
Probably about an hour and a half too.
Really? No shit. Oh, because you got to go around the city. Whatever. Yeah. It's just north of Boston. It's a lovely, lovely city. It's home to America's oldest graveyard. So that's something to see, I guess. And amongst various other things, the lovely town of Salem, Massachusetts, home to the 1692 witchcraft trials, where they just murdered like a whole ton of people and took that land. But that's we shouldn't talk about that. Salem's a lovely city, and you should run out and go there.
Well, Rich is all female.
No, Mike. They were males. There were females.
I speak for the dumb here.
They weren't all hung. Some of them were pressed to death.
Hey, buddy, I'm gonna tell you something. When you're talking, right? If you look down, and you see Bigsy's mouth is moving, you need to know you're talking over her.
I didn't know, Mike. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. You're not looking down. If you ever look down, though, sometimes you know what's weird, buddy. It almost sounds like it looks like it's coming out of her mouth. Like I'll hear your voice and she's going. I'm like,
I don't know
what's that going on? No, but I'm just saying, like, just keep in mind, look down every now and then if her mouth.
Just kept going, Mike. I'm sorry.
You're on a roll. No one's saying that.
I am on a roll. I'm sorry,
buddy.
He's finishing my words.
I'll shut up now. Go ahead.
I forget what I was going to say now.
No, my question was men and women. Yeah, witches.
Yeah, so basically, like, if you didn't like someone, you could be like, they're a witch, and then they would die. So,
but all right,
that happened.
You couldn't just say I didn't like someone. It was what? Redheads, gingers, right? Weren't gingers considered witches?
No.
It was bald men too.
Wait a minute. I'm growing hair back, so I don't know what you're talking about. But wait a minute. I thought gingers were considered. No, I'm being dead serious. I thought gingers were considered witches.
We're pretty.
No.
It was basically like anyone. Like you could literally be like, "Oh, I saw so and so in the woods dancing," and then boom, you're a witch. You're dead.
So, what was the reasoning behind that? I mean, because you know what, you can kind of compare the panic of that to what people are doing today, but just with the words that they type. So, what was the point of all that, buddy? What was all the killing for?
Land grabbing, Mike. Land grabbing. You have a nice house. You have a nice farm. I saw you dancing in the woods. I saw you praying to the devil. We're gonna believe him. We're gonna murder you, and because you've been found guilty in a court, and your neighbor is free to now buy your land.
That's a pretty good gig.
Yeah,
you could make a lot of money doing that.
And they did.
Shit, I'd walk around all day long just point people out.
Right?
That guy. That's one. That's one. You know what I mean? Hell, I'd be like Monopoly. I'd own the board. All right. So Salem. Now, because I don't go to Salem. I don't go during October. I don't go during the Halloween season. Because I heard it's a lot of fun though. What my question is,
it is.
Do they celebrate it as if they're the Disneyland of Halloween, or are they more refined because of the surrounding? Because I know the surrounding area of Salem is very uptight in a way. So I wonder how much they let loose during. Tell me about it. Have either of you been to Salem during Halloween?
Oh, during Halloween. Go ahead. You've been during Halloween. I haven't.
Well, I've been like a week or so before Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
I don't suggest it. It was a terrible, terrible time trying to get in. But they have like, I don't know, they have like vendors and stuff like that. And then you could like do like the tours. So it's definitely not like Disneyland.
So it's more like what? Like
it's tourism. Like, so it has some people that dress up. Mm-hmm. Like you go to all the different shops. Like they have like magic shops, like stuff like that. And you basically just like walk around, go to the cemetery. I mean, it's nice. It's a cute little area because they shut down an area where like there's all different vendors that you can get stuff there. So
a lot of booze. At least they sell a lot of booze.
Booze.
Oh, so it's like a lot of it. So far you've worked your fingers now into 2 words. Is that going to be a thing? You've now done it with witch and with. Buddy, a little fired up.
Something fell under the bar. I had just moved something.
Yeah, a little fired up. A little fired up. A little fired up.
A little fired up, Mike.
Hey,
all right.
When your money.
Salem excites me, Mike. It's a fun town. It's not just a fun town during Halloween. Feel free to go to Salem all year round, Mike. Experience all that Salem is. The history, the culture, the splendor.
They have good food too.
All right.
Salem Beer Works, dude. Oh my God, they have such a great beer menu,
Oh,
and their
dude.
burgers are fantastic.
They have
Salem
a lot of
excites
good
me.
bars.
What? I'm sorry.
They have a lot of good bars there.
Good bars.
Bars.
You can bring your dogs to a restaurant too, Mike. Not that you would want to bring Kobe to this restaurant, but there's a nice restaurant right in Salem. They have an outdoor patio. They're open. You bring your dog. You sit there in the patio with your dog. You drink your beer. You eat your clam cakes and clam chowder. It's a good time.
See, my dog would not allow that. He'd want the chowder, the clam
yeah.
cakes. He'd probably
Bring the
jump
other
up on
dog.
somebody, hurt someone. I get
Bring
sued.
the other one.
No, the other one, nah, she's too nervous. I don't want to do that to her. I don't want to break her heart. So give me the hotels and locations that we would want to stay if we're going to go to this place.
Oh, ladies first, please.
Okay, so there's Daniel's House B&B.
Okay.
B&B? Airbnb. No, sorry, it's a bed and breakfast. Just kidding.
That's fun.
Am I like going, or Buddy, are you going?
Now you're
No,
going
why
to
don't
go first.
You talk about your stuff.
Okay. Are you ready for this? Because there's a lot of history.
Yes.
All right. So we are at one of the oldest houses in Salem. The Daniels house was constructed by Stephen Daniels between 1667 and 1693. So it was actually established 25 years before the witch trials have happened.
Okay.
So for the first century and a half of its history, the house was occupied by shipbuilders,
Carpenters?
Thank you. Yeah. I don't know why I struggled with that.
It's a big word.
That's a very big word for me.
Anytime there's a couple of extra E and R's at the end, it gets confusing.
I try to pronounce it, but it's like a struggle because,
I like the door. That's a cool front door.
Yeah, like the red door. Yeah.
Oh God, I already told that story today about the red door, but like, look. So
that's
you can continue, but like that's
dark. I love the dark house. Like it's just so like scary. I love it.
I can feel it.
No. Nope.
Yeah, so I remember driving into and I remember seeing this house and being like, "Whoa, that's that's creepy."
Yeah, I couldn't stay there. I can't stay in that room. Like, that's okay.
That looks cozy, Mike. Come on, man.
No.
Fireplace.
No.
Wait, is this
17th century, dude?
the new owners like updated a lot? So is this like recent pictures?
Yeah, this is actually if you were to book it right now. Well, because we are booking it right now, so we're just showing what we sell. But you can continue with the history. Before the witch trials, old ass building. I guess it had to be renovated. What though made it the Daniel house?
So Stephen Daniels created it, so then it became the Daniels house.
Okay.
And
what I mean though is I should be using the quotes or the fingers or what Buddy's been doing, leaning in and saying things to excite him. What I mean is like what made it the Daniels house?
Well, if you let me talk, I can tell you.
Oh my God, she did it again. Wow. Again, buddy. Not even 19 minutes in. All right, go ahead. I'll give you a chance.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
So Daniels and his sons were both shipbuilders. In the mid 1700s, Stephen Daniels II's daughter married, and they lived into that house. They lived at that house until 1803. So a lot of the Daniels family were there for a while. Then it was subdivided into 4 apartments. It used to be a day nursery and a boarding house. And it used to have rotating group of widows, railroad and shoe workers living in it for the part of 50 years.
Shoe workers.
Shoe workers.
Wait a minute. Why did I gotta ask this? I'm sorry. So it was widows with railroad workers. With
shoe workers, Mike.
That's but I don't get that one. Why the shoe workers?
So it was because it must have been big around in the area. So people
because railroad workers they're more transient. They move with the railroad as they build it. And widows
right down the street in Salem.
There's a what?
There's a train track right down the street in Salem.
Oh, there is. Yeah, the
I just
Amtrak
don't get
rolls
the
right in
shoe.
there.
I guess
Train
the
station.
cobblers. All right, I'll go with the cobblers.
All right.
Cobblers.
So the house actually was vacant after foreclosure in the Great Depression for almost 20 years.
Ooh.
That house sat for 20 years.
Squatters.
Wow. Yeah, it must have been a lot of squatters.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Then a couple bought it in 1962, and these a lot of these like people just loved antiques because they Catherine, who's the one that bought it, collected a bunch of antiques and like put it throughout the house. So they made it into the bed and breakfast, and for 55 years until she died in 2018. So now
I'm sorry, Begsy. It seems like the old school kleptomaniacs, not kleptomaniacs. What are the people that hoarders? The people that hoard like weird stuff nowadays. Nowadays, it's just garbage and like 7-Up cans. But it seems like back then in the Northeast, in this area, and I'm being serious, the uppity Massachusetts people that we were around is referred to them as would collect this type of stuff from all different countries. And then I can see why these rich people were like, you know what? We got all these beds and all this space. Let's use it. Let's just use it.
Yeah.
It works. I don't like it. Wouldn't sit in that chair for all the money in China. Like you can pay me anything to sit in that.
No, I would definitely sit in that. Mike, that looks like I'm a fat guy and I break a lot of fucking chairs in my life. That looks like a good, strong Victorian era. It survived over 100 years. Over 100 years of fat people. I'm sitting in that chair. My fat ass would be safe in that chair. That's what I feel like, Mike.
I've never seen anyone compliment a chair in that way.
No,
it's just my view. It's my perspective.
And you know what? I gotta defer to him.
I'm gonna sit in that one.
The way he started that off, I have to defer to him because all I thought was, I think I wouldn't be comfortable sitting there. And then he starts off with, as a fat guy speaking, I'm like, well, I can't complain.
Yeah, back right up, dude.
I still think that's uncomfortable.
That chair is really comfy.
I'm known for the chairs that I've broken and for being a paranormal investigator. That's what I'm known for. And for drinking good beer. But you ask anybody I know, it's for breaking chairs, dude. I'm known for breaking chairs.
What the fuck is going on tonight? What are you doing to me?
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm throwing you all off. I'm sorry, dude. The chair's just like...
I know what he's doing, Mike. He got jealous of just me and you the other week, so he's trying to step up his game.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's gotta be what it is.
That was part of the conversation we had, buddy. You did cry a little bit about
I did. That dude, that chair's calm, that looks good too. I can do good things with those 4 posts. But anyway, let's move on.
After you go to the sex toy shop.
Whoa, who's saying anything about sex toys? I'm just talking about the bed. It looks comfortable. Jesus Christ.
You said bedpost.
It's a family show.
You said bedpost first. Let's keep this clear, all right?
All right.
I mean,
all right,
she didn't have to go there next, but I mean, you did start with
Mike.
that. I'm just saying.
Apples and oranges, dude.
All right.
Whatever, dude.
All right, back to it.
All right. So in 2019, the new owners bought it and then completely restored it. Then they opened it again to the for a bed and breakfast. So there are 4 different rooms that people can stay at. One is the East India's room. It gives the Salem's maritime history.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and then the Marion rooms is low-beamed ceilings and shabby furnishings. Cast a rustic yet romantic glow.
Oh,
rustic yet romantic.
That's nice.
Oh no, it isn't. No,
yeah, that's really small. Yeah, that's really
small. Buddy.
That'd be a low squat, Mike.
Buddy. That's on the ground. What is that for a little kid?
Yeah, but imagine the number 2 you could take on that in that kind of a squat, Mike. That's all I'm saying. That low and squat. It's good for that kind of movement.
I don't know what to do.
I'm picturing this in my head and it's not okay.
No. What I wanted to say was little toilets like that. The issue I had was had to go to like a basketball clinic at an elementary school. Had to use the bathroom. The gym bathroom was locked. I had to go in the little boys' room in the dark.
Oh, that sucks.
All the urinals look like they're on the ground, right? And then all the toilets.
peeing on
You
your
didn't
feet.
realize back then when you were a kid that everything was built on the ground. It's like it was ridiculous. It was like I had to kneel down, but I didn't. So I just went outside. I'm sorry. Go back. You were talking about the last owners, and then they made a bed and breakfast.
Yep. So then they have the butler room, which is a single antique rope bed and cast iron wood stove. So that's good for families. And then the great room's large wood burning fireplace and a king size 4-poster bed.
That's the
That was
bed.
that was the
That
bed.
was my bed. Yep.
That was the
That's
bed.
good.
Hey, Courtney, if Matt's head popped up in that screen right now behind those dolls, would you be shocked?
I would flip out.
I wouldn't be
You
shocked.
would. I wouldn't be shocked because if he was like,
Especially
I'm
with the
here,
doll.
and then out. Yeah. Like, where's
Just
Waldo?
head, just like
I'd
bobbing in and
fucking
bobbing
throw
out.
those dolls at him.
Tell me how you really feel. All right. Continue with the Daniel house.
So that's basically like the history of it. But
Was there
it's seen the
Well,
witch.
that's a good table. Ooh, that looks like a good breakfast.
Courtney, what bad has happened at the Daniel house? Just sounds like there's so much good.
So to be honest, I really couldn't find a lot, which was really shocking. But there have been rumors that neighbors have said of seeing a ghost cat.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it. I thought there was more. I'm sorry.
They have seen a figure that appeared in the great room.
Wait a minute. Hey, let's go back to the ghost cat. The ghost cat, right? Now, let me ask this question. Was the cat black?
Probably.
Aren't they all?
Shocker alert. Because
Yeah. The name's probably Shadow.
yeah, right. You're gonna see the ghost of a cat as a shadow that's black in the dark. I bet no one saw it in the light. I bet they all saw it kind of in dark light. Never mind. I'm sorry. I don't believe in a ghost cat. Can't do that one, buddy. I can't do that one. Can't do that.
I can do that one only because I've allegedly had that kind of an experience, but I don't know.
Yeah. My brother and his best friend said that they saw a ghost cat at my parents' house.
Well, I mean, what does that mean? They saw a ghost cat. So they saw like Casper type ghost, like a see-through ghost, a cat, or did they see a cat go and then it was just gone?
They just saw I think like an outline of like a cat, and it just like ran and just like disappeared.
Those are were they drinking?
They're either probably high, but I mean they were like in high school, so
high schoolers saw a ghost cat. Film at 11. Yeah, that's Hey, I saw worse.
Very credible. It's very credible.
Very credible source. No, look, we check our sources. We only take it from high schoolers that were high at the time.
Of course.
Who else are you gonna go to for the truth? Let me ask you something, buddy. Let me ask you about the tub.
Ooh. That's a creepy tub, Mike.
Would you even consider it?
Oh my god, I love. You know what? As a fat guy, again, I love a clawed tub because I can actually fit into it. But that tub, looking at it, it reminds me of the tub from The Shining, with that crazy bitch gets out of it, and then comes and attacks Jack. That's what it reminds me of, dude. So as much as I love a clawed tub and could put some like bath crystals in there and like some lights and candles and stuff, Mike, I could do that. But the curtains, I think it's the curtains. Maybe they gotta just change the curtains up, but I like a clawed tub, being a fat dude.
You would burn
their chairs
down.
and their tubs are conducive to my fat ass, Mike. Just putting that out there.
All right. Let me ask you this then. Courtney, as a girl, you must get skeeved from dirty bathtubs like every other girl that I know, right?
Yeah.
I don't take baths because I don't want my ass to be on that.
Okay. what I meant was, does it ever like? Are you of the same mindset that like a dirty tub is just like something that drives you nuts?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I would never sit in there. Like I would shower, but I would never sit in there because that's just gross.
What if it was brand new?
That's
Go.
different. Yeah.
You'd sit
I
down.
would, yeah. I
That'd
would
be
like if I was gonna go somewhere and like take like a bath like in this, I would have to like bleach it myself. Like I'd have to scrub the shit out of it myself, and then I would consider going in.
Wow. See, that's really how. No offense, that is I believe that to be a mostly female, sometimes male thing. Like I don't want the tub to be dirty, but the bleach part where you just went to, I would never go to that extremes. My goal would be to just try to get it to look clean.
You don't know what people do in there. Like
Right.
especially like it's a bed and breakfast. Like mad people have been in there, so
Sex toys. There could be sex toys in there. Just
there could be sex toys. There could be like lube in there. You just never know.
I would never worry about the tub. You should worry about the curtains that they never change
right
on the windows, because everybody who's a sick, twisted person knows this and has heard this in the past. That if you're gonna, I forget what comedian who said it was, but he basically said, if you stay in a hotel room after I do, you're gonna itch. Basically, they just destroy. Yeah, stand-up comedians were on the road. It's a known thing. They destroy the curtains. You know what they do, because no one fucking cleans those curtains. You think they do? They don't. Those curtains are always filthy.
That's a gross thought, man.
That's a gross thought, isn't it? Don't go near the curtains. See? So there you go.
Taking a shower at a hotel again.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna stay at a hotel ever again. That's pretty gross.
For that. Thanks for rooting for that.
Fuck, Mike. What the hell?
Yeah. But, by the way, I tell a story that comedians talk about all the time. We got dildos flying out of her. You're talking about you being excited and telling about your fat ass and what it can do and what it can't do.
I'm just excited about a sturdy chair, Mike, and a good bathtub.
You're gonna call me the end of stuff, huh? Oh, Maronda, me. Stunara, Speth. All right.
Are you talking shit?
No. I was just telling him to shut up, stupid, in Italian. Okay. So overall, where is this located as far as where we would want to go? Like, if I want to hang out in Salem, like, is this the hub, the Daniel House? Like, is it right in the middle of everything?
Yeah, you're close to everything.
So, all right, this is the dining.
That's a good fireplace.
That's I never liked silhouettes, man. This poor guy.
Reminds me of Alfred Hitchcock.
Nah, this poor guy. Like, you know what? That's not real. That chin's not real. Like, that's not his chin. He didn't have a chin. You can tell by like this.
That's like a beard, dude. Isn't that a beard at the end? Like a little point, a little.
Dude, it looks like he's got a chin with a second chin that he's trying to hide with his collar, and he's got some weird pony ass tail. I don't know what he's wearing. This is a weird. All right, I hate silhouettes. I could have talked about it for too long. This looks really nice.
That's
so it's 5 minutes to the Salem Witch Museum. So you're like,
that's wicked haunted,
buddy. She's discussing the hotel, and you're going, "Ooh, that's wicked haunted."
The Salem Witch Museum. That's wicked haunted.
I know it's a wicked pisser, but let's let Wicked Pisser continue.
That's all I had to say.
All right. Rated 9.6 by guests.
That's pretty good. That's pretty high.
Walking distance from everything. Historic value of stay. We like the size of the rooms, the size of the bed, how comfortable the bed was, and then it says, "Love the room. My fat ass fit in a chair in a tub, and I love using the poles for my fat ass." Buddy,
I love how low the toilet is.
Yeah, I love how because it's more inducive to take it at 2.
That squatty potty is no longer needed.
Seriously, I got friends, dude. They live in North Providence, and they have like these little pedestals next to the toilet.
That's what she's telling you.
They like put your feet up on that so you get a better, deeper squat.
The squatty potty. Yeah.
So my cousin actually has been to like Japan and all that stuff, and he was saying that like in Japan like, they don't sit on the toilets; they squat over the toilets to go to the bathroom.
So they
I'm
plop.
comfortable. I like
They
to
plop-
sit
they
there,
plop.
like play my phone a little
Yeah,
bit.
but it's like way better for like your like system, and like,
Shit.
it's not
Play a
as
game, play chess,
Buddy,
read an article. You know,
it's not very
do my
hygienic.
fantasy football for the week. Or my baseball sitting on the toilet. That's the best place to do fantasy baseball. Sitting on the toilet. It's great. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that's a song. Have you ever heard that song?
What song?
No. What song?
Sitting on a toilet. Sitting
No.
on a toilet. Oh, let me find it.
Why do you find it for us? That'd
But
be
do me a
fun.
favor, sing that one more time so that when I cut the audio from the show, I make sure I get it right when I do the remix.
Hold on.
All right.
You gotta get it, Mike. It's on there.
Dude, I don't know how we get on toilets, but I know when you
That
go
little
to someone's
toilet,
house,
Mike. That,
I've seen squatty potties like locally. I know a couple of
Right.
people at their house, they have them.
more and more locally also is the bidet I'm seeing, which is tremendous.
That's not for me.
I don't bidet. I've never bideted, but I've heard good things about squirting water into your asshole. I don't know.
No, you haven't heard good things about it. You haven't.
I've heard a lot of good things, Mike. It's hygienically acceptable.
Buddy. The whole
I don't
new
do it. I've
beard,
never bideted, Mike.
that whole new beard, handsome look is getting to your head.
You like it? You like it?
You're like the
it's like
Conor McGregor of paranormal.
Hmm.
What hotel did you have, buddy?
Mike,
I'm sorry.
look at that video and share it so you can see what I'm saying.
All right. Share screen.
Love it.
No, it's not. I can't. It's not on my.
I did yeah, private chat.
All right. There it is. All right. Hold on.
As owner of Mint Mobile, I wanted to introduce our.
You don't need to see that part, but we'll let him. I like Ryan Reynolds, so we'll let him talk.
I love Ryan Reynolds.
Thanks, Ryan. And unlike Big Wireless,
My brother got to meet him. Get to hang out with him at the one of the film festivals.
He's like really chill in person, isn't he?
Dude, he did that film for my buddy, so
No, we are. I was making a point.
you didn't have to do that. It was a big jump.
Sitting on the toilet. Sitting on the toilet. On the toilet. Sitting 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 on the toilet.
Dude,
Parents are so proud.
dude.
Well, I got people watching. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Got flush.
Great. Oh,
I
you
love
gotta
it.
love YouTube.
Oh, now you know what? Now remind me to make sure I put the name of that in the comment our thing section, because you can comment on other people's videos as long as you mention their video in the thing. That was hilarious.
Oh, I love
That is
bringing that. That's wonderful.
that is. How do you? First of all, how do you find that? Like, who's the friend of yours that's like, listen, you got to see the.
You gotta always see the video.
Honestly, I think it was when Vines were huge. Like, I think I started on a Vine.
I miss Vines. I'm one of those guys that I used to like the quick clips.
Vines were like perfect. Like they were like the TikTok, but just straight up videos.
Yeah.
And, like quick videos.
Yeah, YouTube shined that now with their reels. Like, I don't know if you catch yourself on the reels. Sometimes they're actually pretty good because you catch a lot of good stories you've never seen before. They're good at that.
But he's gonna be going number 2 later, and he's gonna go.
It's just in my head now.
He's gonna be propping his feet up on something that he made in his laboratory.
I'm gonna put it on my YouTube music and listen to it in my car. I
Sitting
can't
on the
get
toilet.
it out of my head.
Sitting on the toilet.
I can't wait to take a shit. That's the first thing I'm gonna say to myself.
Buddy, you are off the tracks. Where is your hotel?
All right, so right up the road from the what is it, Daniel's B&B? Is that where you went?
Yes.
Right up the road from there, right in Salem, right in the heart of Salem, at the corner of Derby Street, which is one of the most busiest streets in Salem, and Hawthorne Boulevard is the lovely, scenic Hawthorne Hotel. The Hawthorne Hotel officially opened for business with a 3-day celebration that took place on July the 21st, 1925. Many renowned guests have graced this beautiful hotel, such as Johnny Cash, one of my favorite musicians, Liza Minnelli,
Oh, wait a
Betty
minute.
Davis. Hold on.
Johnny
Former
Cash.
president Johnny Cash.
All right.
Johnny
One of the
Cash.
best. One of the best.
Can I go on?
Yes.
George Bush, Colin Powell, Walter Cronkite, and the cast from the 1970s sitcom Bewitched, which filmed an episode at this beautiful 1925 hotel. Shall I go on?
Hotel Holiday Inn.
And if your girl's hot acting up, then you
All right. So I'm going to go on.
all right. Please do, buddy. We're sorry we interrupted you with something
No,
ridiculous.
it's okay. I like a song every now and again. So this, when it opened, it had, and it still does. It has 6 floors, 150 rooms, and 13 beautifully partitioned suites. They revitalized in the 80s and changed the hotel name around a few times. The ballroom ceiling, which I've been in for many a Salem con, boasts a ceiling of 18 feet and 10 inches. People have weddings, paracons there, various different events. They have a fine dining room. They have beautiful ballrooms. The Hawthorne Hotel is one of Salem's finest institutions. Continually upkept and renovations have earned it a place on the list of historic hotels of America by the National Trust of Historic Preservation. What else? Blah 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 blah. Once
Hey,
it
buddy,
was
buddy,
yeah. Go on,
buddy.
go on, Mike. Go ahead.
Next time, more prep work on the location.
I still got stuff. to present.
Wait. Less prep work. I'm with you. I agree.
It's not put the Hawthorne up. Let's look at it, Mike.
I'm just
You're
saying,
not even showing it for people.
I'm just saying your
You show
characters.
Bigsy's little shithole B&B. This is the Hawthorne dude.
Yeah,
this
the
deserves
character.
some attention.
Hey, don't call my Airbnb bed and breakfast a shithole.
I'm sorry. This is much more grandiose, Mike. It deserves a little bit of attention. It was put together in the 1920s by the Seafarers Union up there in Salem and the local civic organizations. They wanted to build a grand hotel that would bring tourism into the city of Salem. So they built this giant masterpiece of a building. So do you have anything like?
Yes, what's this?
Show us about
Of course,
Hawthorne Hotel.
Are you asking? Do I have anything to fill in your lack of preparation? Yeah, yes.
No,
I do.
not my life, Mike. I have a lot of preparation. I have a lot of
Help me out.
places.
The house that built Hawthorne. Wait a minute. Wait.
What is this crap, Mike? Bring us to the hotel page. We can look at the ballroom. We can look at the rooms. Who cares about Hawthorne?
Can I ask a question?
He was a writer, and his grandfather killed people during the witch trials.
Can I ask a question?
Please do.
I'm getting a little drunk just because it's just buddies out of control and I'm just drinking. But is that sentence? It says the house that built Hawthorne. I was like, what did I read? You guys read that the right way?
I think someone's dyslexic.
Ooh.
They had to be, because what does that even? How did he come up with
crazy? That's really small, Mike. I don't have my reading glasses on.
He wrote the Scarlet Letter.
Yeah, and his grandfather executed witches. He was one of the judges in the Salem witch trials. John Hawthorne. He was an asshole.
What's the House of the Seven Gables?
Oh, I've been there. That thing is small. I almost hit my head like a million times.
Because he built that too, right?
I would have concussions in that. Yeah, that's where he lived.
I'm sorry, you both were at the same time again. What did you say, Courtney?
That's like that location's like right on the water. It's stunning.
So location, excellent. But like the building itself looks a little old.
No, it's really cool. I mean, they like left the original ceilings, like all that stuff. Like they have like the fireplace because you know like they understood fire back then, so they had that.
Yeah, you know why she says that? Because she actually said on the last show that they didn't understand fire.
I didn't mean it like that though.
So your exact words were like they didn't understand fire, and I was
Do you
just
have any pictures of the Hawthorne Hotel, Mike? That was a lovely scenario with Hawthorne and his family. But I mean, this is the hotel. Pictures of the rooms, maybe the ballroom where people would want to have their weddings. The pub, which has a lovely merchant wheel from an 1800s vessel.
all right.
that has
I'll
activity.
give you what you want. Hold on. I'm going to give you what you want, buddy. You're the boss. You're the
I'm
ace
the
of
boss.
spades. Here it is. Here
I
it is.
want pictures, Mike. I want to see stuff.
Bam.
Show me the Hawthorne. Oh, look
There
at
it
that. That's a nice building.
That looks like Sesame Street,
It does, dude.
right?
Where's
Da,
Oscar?
da, 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 da. Yeah, it does, dude. It totally does.
You know the thing is, Biggsy, you and Buddy are both too young to remember when Big Bird didn't see Snuffleupagus.
I remember that, dude.
I mean, no, not Big Bird. Everybody else never saw him. Like
Right,
no one
except for
on
Big
Sesame
Bird.
Street ever saw him. They always thought he was an imaginary friend of Big Bird's. Did you know that?
You're not that old, Mike.
I'm
Oh,
asking
you
Courtney.
just watched Sesame Street for way too long. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Courtney, do you know that fact?
I don't know who Snuffleupagus is.
Snuffleupagus.
What?
The big elephant, the brown elephant, Snuffleupagus. They call him Snuffy. Big Bird's best friend, the big gigantic elephant.
We call him
biggest
Snuffy because
character
he got
on
addicted to coke after the show.
I
Mike.
was a Barney kid.
Oh
What?
no! Oh no!
Get the fuck off with this broadcast.
Listen, Sesame Street was you have no idea. Sesame Street actually taught us kids one day that Mr. Hooper died.
He did.
We had to deal with that as kids.
We
I
did.
remember being a little kid and
I
Mr.
remember
Hooper
that. I
died.
remember Mr. Hooper died.
And Big Bird's trying to deal with Mr. Hooper dying the whole show.
He gets
and at the
hammered
end-
and he cries and he punches stuff up against in the face.
No.
So is that why a lot of those generations are alcoholics?
We're
And the
scarred.
bone lines together in the nest. It was queer.
There's
It
a
was
lot.
weird.
Listen. That was scarring. And then for people that are older than me, when President Nixon quit and then walked to a helicopter and flew away, that scarred people that generation because they've never seen a president do that before. He was like, "Look,
Lee Harvey Oswald getting shot.
no,
on
listen,
TV,
no, but nothing was like a president come up and going, look, yeah, I fucked up, I'm out." And then he actually walks to a helicopter, brrr, he leaves. What happens
Sorry,
next?
not sorry.
No one knew.
Please.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Back to no, it was this.
Back to the beautiful
Oh,
Hawthorne. So it
Fair.
despite its Sesame Street quite look, it's
Yes.
it's very scenic and beautiful, and it's surrounded by the history of the seaport of Salem. So all these sea captains had houses around that area, and that's who built the place, and that's who the history is like attached to. Not this silly witch trial shit, but the seafaring captains who like brought in stuff and traded stuff. Look at that ballroom, dude. Oh, what is this?
Look at that ballroom guy. Oh, let's say we're going.
When do we want to stay here? Let's go there and
here. We would stay until they're here.
wow,
Well,
that's a long stay, dude.
I know, dude. If I'm leaving, though, I'm going.
We're gonna win the Powerball. We're gonna stay there for like a month.
All right, we'll do it like that. See what happens. Okay, look, we got the traditional queen. The if me and Buddy stayed together, standard double queen. The
No.
superior
You go
queen-
YOLO, dude. You go right for the suite. Go right for the suite. Right there. right at the
Oh
bottom.
no! Look at this one.
Look at that thing at the
Emerson
bottom.
King Suite. Hey,
Look at that.
I gotta go there, guy.
Look at that chandelier guy.
I don't like chandeliers. Not a big fan. Never been. I think they're tacky.
You're tacky.
I'm looking at those
I never
curtains.
said I
thinking
wasn't.
they're-
I'm just saying chandeliers are too.
I'm just looking at those curtains and thinking awful UV.
Oh, why, buddy? I forgot about that.
Look, no, yeah, watch. See, watch. That's beautiful. That's nice. Ooh, look at these.
Oh, those are nice.
That bed's nice.
Nice
See those
wallpaper.
curtains? See the window? See the great
See 'em
curtains?
all over the.
See the great curtains on the inside? Don't touch them. Don't touch them.
Bodily fluids.
Don't touch them. Hold on.
Go out and get your black light.
If you weren't going to stay at that, you would stay at the Superior Queen with the view, which means a difference. Let's see what they mean.
Wow, look at that.
They go
Wow.
back to the soaps. Why did they go back? Ooh.
Ooh.
So this is a place that would probably be good to go to even in December.
In December. I've been
You know,
to Salem on the 4th of July, Mike, and you go to there's this old fort and it overlooks the ocean, and you see Salem's right in front of you, and I think it starts with an M. There's 2 other towns. You see 2 other towns. On the 4th of July, all 3 towns put off their fireworks a half hour apart. So it's like you're watching like 3 hours of fireworks shows across the sky. It's absolutely beautiful.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of good things to see in Salem, not just like death and murder and witches and shit.
Here's the thing about
Also-
the area. Wait, let me just chime in for a second. Here's the thing about the area. In the winter, it's as beautiful as it is in the fall. What a lot of people think, find love on a new dating site. No, I'm good.
Choo choo.
Well, that's real. What a lot of people, yeah, exactly. Oh, what a lot of people are saying, like they don't realize is that anything just coming up to Salem, period, coming up to the Northeast, coming up to New England. I feel like, we're the Ocean State, Rhode Island, then we got Mass, whatever, and the beaches, all that shit. I don't like that part of New England. I don't like the heat. I don't like all that stuff. You done? I don't like. I don't know. I like New England better in the fall to the winter. I enjoy the leaf changing. I enjoy the snow on the ground. I don't enjoy the cold, but I like it in that season. So Salem to me would be the perfect place to go.
Can I
Christmas.
Can I just interject? Just because I have a few things to present, if you like Salem in the fall, some of the perfect, most awesome things happening in the fall, and that's Halloween and the spooky season. So if you're going to go to the Hawthorne Hotel, you need to expect to see or possibly experience a few things. One of which is a legend that the first woman that was executed during the Salem witch trials for the practice of witchcraft, her name was Bridget Bishop. Allegedly, Bridget Bishop owned an apple orchard on the land that the hotel was later built on. Many guests that have stayed at the hotel have encountered not only a female spirit on various floors of the hotel, but also have smelled apples. That's a common thing in the hotel. People smell apples. Another phenomena in front of the 6th floor's room 612, the apparition of a woman is seen standing still. From time to time, she will wander up and down the hallway where room 612, remember that, is located. Within the room, guests have complained of sensations that they are not alone, as if someone else is sharing the room with them. If you go down 3 floors, in room 325, there have been several reports of hearing an unseen baby crying, lights turning on and off on their own, and even water faucets inexplicably actuating.
What?
Others have reported actuating.
Oh, roll it back. Roll it back.
Actuating. It's a word, Mike. It's a word. Actuating.
Spell it. Accentuating.
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 Accentuating. Actuating.
Okay.
Actuating.
Let me see that again.
Others have reported actuating. Others have reported numerous unidentifiable sounds. Now, this is all fun and games because it's on the web and it's a fun article and people want to read stuff like that. But then you go to TripAdvisor.com.
Yep.
And one review of the Hawthorne Hotel, reviewed on July 3rd, 2012, they gave it 4 out of 5 stars. This is how the review goes. I will start by saying that our stay at the Hawthorne was great. We stayed in room 610. So there were not only traffic, there was just no traffic noise whatsoever because you were so high up in the air.
I'm writing all the numbers down.
610. I talked about room 612.
And 325. Yep.
All right, so 610. The bed was very comfortable. The room wasn't large, but there was a desk, 2 chairs, and enough room to lay out the luggage. They only provide 1 towel per person, but I am sure they will give more if asked. The staff was very polite and helpful. The location is ideal, as you can easily get into town and to all the sites within a few minutes of walking. Hold on. We did experience something odd immediately after turning off the lights around 11 p.m. There was a very, in caps lock, large, loud sound in the room, which made both of us sit straight up in bed. We thought somebody had opened the door, but no one was there. The door was closed and locked, and no one was in the hallway. We looked around the room to see if something had fallen, but nothing had. The only way we could recreate the sound was by swinging the metal safety lock open really hard against the door frame, the kind of that hotels use in place of chain locks. It kind of freaked me out, but I didn't feel threatened. I guess they just wanted our attention. They had stay July 2012. They got a 4 out of 5 for value, 5 out of 5 for location, sleep quality, cleanliness. Despite being woken up out of their sleep, they gave it 5 out of 5 for sleep quality. The room's got a 4 out of 5, and the service got a 5-star. Management responded by saying that while Taps has investigated, the television show has investigated the hotel, they did not come up with any conclusive evidence surrounding the entities that do not perform upon demand. So the hotel, while the hotel admits to its beauty and splendor and ghosts, they go on to say that they could not prove any sort of existence because they don't, just, hey, it's time to act. So that's the Hawthorne. That's the beautiful, charming Hawthorne Hotel.
All right.
While in town, if you're hungry, which as a fat guy I can relate, I'm often hungry. I want to, and I've actually been to this. I've been to this restaurant, which is crazy. You want to go to a restaurant? I gotta send you the link, Mike, because this is a nice menu, and the food is delicious. And I'm gonna put it on the private chat. Is that good? Can you get it off of this?
I'll try, buddy.
All right, here we go. There it is. It's called Rockefeller's Restaurant.
Oh, I've been there.
I have too. It's so good, isn't it?
That's the one with the lady in the blue, right? Blue dress.
Is that
the one,
buddy?
with
Is
the
that
lady
what you
in the
shared
blue.
me?
Yeah.
Is that what you shared?
Yeah.
All right. Why'd you send that? That's kind of weird, dude. That's freaky.
That
Kinda
hotel.
creepy. Why would you do
What did I
that?
say?
You're
That hotel,
getting a little out of control, dude. Dumps, dildos, and fat asses. Like,
No. The
All right.
restaurant menu. The restaurant menu,
What's
Mike.
wrong with you, buddy? Get
Buddy's
over
right
it.
Maddie.
What is this? Your last
Hold on,
performance? Are we gonna ever see you again? Hold on a
Yeah.
second. Let me find this thing.
They
You're gonna
have
go out-
great chowder. They have
you're
a
going out
great
like
beer
Baruch.
selection.
One that's with the lady in the blue, right?
I'm going to talk about this more, but we're going to talk about the food first.
But
because
that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking though.
it is, yes. It's the lady in the blue.
We would go so whenever we go to Salem, we always go to this restaurant.
It's a good restaurant.
Really?
I
It's
went there after Salem Con like twice.
All
After
right.
standing in line and talking to people all day long in Salem.
Hey, buddy,
Hey,
are
we're
you
gonna
going
get
to
some chowder.
Are you going to SimCon this Saturday?
What is it?
The Salem Con?
Salem Con this Saturday?
Yeah. Well, you were
Oh.
talking about it, so I didn't know if you were going.
I didn't have any plans to go, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll stop in.
Yeah, Matt, Justin, and I will be there.
Oh, maybe Buddy will take a ride up to Salem. Where is it in Salem?
What?
Where in Salem?
Salem.
Where?
Let me text my contact.
Oh, I was
Text
gonna
your
say-
contact and find it. We'll talk about
Buddy, I'm
the.
pretty sure you'll find it in Salem.
So this
Pretty sure.
this restaurant has only been a restaurant since about 2003. It's been delicious. They got great food. They have a great chef on hand. They have a really good selection of beers. But before it was a restaurant, it was known as the First Church of Salem. So it was the first church, and it was built in Salem. It was built over the ancient tunnels that were common during Salem's darker days. So during Salem's seafarer trading days, they did a lot. What it was called, what was that called? Saigoning, where they would like knock out like a sailor and take him hostage, and he would be working on another boat, and he'd be sold into slavery. So this happened quite frequently in Salem, and they have actual tunnels nowadays that you can see that will connect you back to those days of when they used to do that to people. But history tells of a young maiden named Sarah who was loved by an older sea captain. This love, however, was she didn't like him. She didn't like him at all. Her heart beated for a younger sailor with whom she planned to run away with when the captain left for sea. What a slut! Furious with Sarah on learning of her plans, the other sea captain allegedly struck her with a plank, killing her in the alleyway alongside the first church.
As you do.
Distraught, the captain employed the help of the church's minister to assist in Sarah's burial within the underground tunnels underneath the church. The minister later committed suicide over guilt over his actions. The sightings of Sarah, the lady in blue, has been seen there, as well as the minister, have been reported within Rockefeller's walls on the second floor, peering out the window and just walking around the restaurant. So often Sarah is said to be seen, and the restaurant has named a drink after her. So that's
It's
that's rocket. They have great chowder, Mike.
all right, can I tell you something? Just by looking at
Please
it,
do.
so far I would have ordered. So all right, I sit down. I'm gonna go appetizer. I want the mussels.
Oh yeah,
And
the
I'm-
muscles.
I'm sorry.
buddy, it's at Salem State University.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
You're
Out of
welcome.
the mussels, I might try the rosemary and lemon chicken wings. Might do the calamari. Skip the salads.
Oh,
Flatbread.
calamari. Hell yeah, dude.
Flatbread. I would do the fig and braciute.
No.
That's how it's pronounced. It's delicious.
Prosciutto. I know prosciutto. I know the Italian words, Mike.
Then I would take the sausage, rustica, and then the portobello tower. Maybe, buddy, you could do the marinated sirloin tips. I mean, you could that wave.
Oh, God, that looks delicious.
And then
Holy
let's
shit.
see, no sandwiches, sides. I don't count that. Non-alcoholic drinks, not for me.
Nah. Keep it
Why
moving.
would they advertise non-alcoholic? So they don't serve alcohol?
No,
They
they
do.
do.
They have a lot of good beers there, Mike.
The lady in
Well,
the
they
blue
got-
was really good too.
I
What
haven't
was?
tried hers, but
So
so that's my presentation. If we have time, I have another short, but if not, I can cut it loose there.
No.
I would rather have you cut it loose.
That's fine. We'll just
We'd be
Yeah,
here for
I
another
mean-
2 hours.
The thing
Yeah,
is, buddy, you gotta understand. Like right now, you're magic in a bottle. You keep them wanting more. You don't give them too much. You make them want the next time they see Buddy Money there. That's what I mean. Pace yourself. Pace yourself.
right.
All right. So Salem, guys, is a great place to go. I would love to visit this
Oh.
place. I would love to go there.
Salem Beer Works, Mike. Go there. Drink beer. Drink good beer.
It just seems like there's a bunch of good things to do as far as the hotels. I'm not a big fan, again, so far of the sleeping situations, but I like the location. And I guess I like that they don't make it into Disneyland, to bring it back to that. Like I asked that to begin with because I wanted to know, because I've been to Disneyland near Halloween and it sucks. I don't want that much stupid. They're like so over the top Disney about it. It's like Halloween's not is scary, but at Disneyland it's happy. It's just a bizarre thing. It's like if Christmas was like cranky. It's like doesn't match. Although, by the way, if you ever watch A Christmas Story, A Christmas Story is coming out. Oh, that's Michael Myers.
Yeah, that's from Salem.
Why are you holding the kid to let Michael Myers cut the kid?
That's kind of fucked up.
Do you even know that kid?
Yeah, it's my nephew. He's being
I
Oh.
thought you just grabbed the kid to like put between you and Michael Myers.
Murder this kid instead of me, Mike.
my nephew loves Halloween.
Oh, that's pretty dope. That's
Yeah.
pretty dope.
Yeah,
See,
they
like-
have all these characters.
But that's
there.
low key enough. But see, that's low key enough. So that's got a bit of that feel to it. But it's not. Do you know what I mean by like Disney it out? Like it's almost like you get
Totally,
pimped out,
like-
it get bleached out. Right? It's just too much. Just too corny, I guess. As we wrap this up, but I don't know if I should ask you if you get anything else. But Courtney, you have anything else to say? No.
So Warner Paranormal will be at Salem Con this Saturday at Salem
Okay.
State University. Buddy, you should be there. You should go.
But yeah, I might go. It's my weekend off.
Perfect. We'll be there all day Saturday, and then we
You guys
have
have a booth?
huh?
We have a booth that we'd be wandering around.
We have a table,
Oh, nice.
and
I'll take a
then
nice look.
and then we have our holiday para fair at the hall on December
Holiday
4th.
Para
Fair affair.
So it's the Wicked Pissa Holiday Pear Fair at the Hall.
Wicked Pissa Holiday Pear Fair at the Hall.
Are you going to perform? Are you doing the song that night?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. If you're going to perform and do the song that night, man, that place might get packed. You might pack that place.
That song?
Yeah. No, the
DJ
toilet song. You
will
open
be-
with that. Well, I'm sorry. Go
DJ
ahead.
Dodge.
Yeah, I like that one. Listen, buddy, do you have anything you want to say before you wrap it up?
I do, Mike. Really quickly. If you haven't enjoyed the good beers that I've been drinking or watching me drink good beers, Six Pack Brewing, Timmy, they're going to be doing a beer with us called Legit Paranormal Brew, which is going to be absolutely delicious. Shades On.
Oh, you froze right there. Which is
Thank you,
perfect.
Chip Sampson of Shades On. This is one of them. Sea and Sand. It reminds me of taking vacations. It's Shades On. It's a single IPA. It's absolutely delicious. Tune in next Sunday for Wes G. Roberts. He's a college professor, and he was abducted by aliens. Should be a tremendous conversation, and I'm willing to bet I have a really good beer next week. So just tune in for that. And good beer, and Mike, and the Dolphins are going to win next week, and I don't know. I got not much else to say.
You sure?
That's it, Mike. Tune in next Sunday for Wes G. Roberts.
Okay. So in my wrap up here, buddy, little bit too much. You are at a 9.5. I need you down here to 7. You understand that? Moving forward.
Buddy, I liked
Monday.
You were perfect today, buddy.
I thought it was really good.
You know what?
I brought energy, Mike.
The inmates have now run
brought alcohol.
the asylum. And lastly, I didn't get invited to Salem. Did you notice that, buddy?
You didn't say
You
that
invited me, but not you.
Did you notice that? Both times. Wait, buddy,
You
both
can
times.
come, but leave Mike the fuck behind.
Did you even ask?
to go, but you didn't say that you wanted to go. Buddy said, "Oh, I might go by." So
Ooh, buddy might go.
Yeah, that happened.
it did.
Did you notice, buddy?
to see it.
I might go,
What's that?
Mike.
If you want to go, Mike, go right ahead. It's an open invitation.
What's
Buddy,
it called?
that's
What's
an
it called?
invitation. Imagine that. That's an invitation. Like, buddy, if you want to
That's
stop
your
by,
invitation.
listen. If you want to stop by, buddy, please stop by. Mike,
That's your
if you want to
invitation.
go, stop by. It's an open invitation.
Open invitation.
Why the
Mike.
fuck would I stop by then?
What's the name of this again? This event?
It's Salem Paracon.
Salem Paracon. Is it different from the Markavilla, or is it the same thing? No, whatever. Salem Paracon. I'll look it up. I'll Google that shit.
I'm gonna give you guys this. This is one of the most bizarre 1 hour of conversation I've ever had in my life. Right, and
You're
I've had a
welcome.
couple people. I'm getting a couple comments from people that are saying, "Yeah, this is really off the rails," but that's what we
Off the
do,
rails.
buddy.
Oh, wow.
That's listen. When your
No,
buddy
it's
money's there, that's
Sarah
how it
said,
works.
"Hello,
Oh,
Sarah."
hey, Sarah.
That's not what I'm talking
2
about.
days in a row with Sarah Youssef.
Buddy, what I want to ask you is this: why didn't you bring up Bafangul beer? Like, why are you sleeping on that one? That one's gonna sell
I'm
so
sorry.
many.
I did bring up Bafangul, Mike. We talked about Bafangul.
But I'm saying that Pilsner will be the number 1 Pilsner in Rhode Island.
That's the Italian Pilsner. That will make sense for our Italian drinking game and all the other Italian references that you make on a weekly basis, Mike.
I
And then drink an Italian Pilsner to go with it. And it's
prefer
6%, so I can drink a ton of them, and it will be fine.
with your fat ass, right?
my
I
fat
like
ass,
when you say Italian. I prefer it that way.
Italian. Okay.
Before 50.
One's got a fat ass, one's ass won't sit on a tub. For Bigsy Dodge, for Buddy Money, there it is me, Mike Leprechaun King Michael. This was Legit Paranormal Vacation Planners, brought to you by legitpodcast.com. We will see you again on Sunday for Legit Paranormal. I will not be at the SalemCon this weekend. I was not invited. Please come down and see the Warners and Buddy Money there. We are